inception in 2011, Global Banking and Finance Review Awards reflect the innovation, achievement, strategy, progressive and inspirational changes taking place within the global financial community. The awards were created to recognize companies of all sizes that are prominent in particular areas of expertise and excellence within the global financial community. Today's award goes to GDMFX for Best Forex Customer Service Company Asia Pacific 2015. GDMFX is registered as a financial service provider to provide Forex trading on and offline to institutional and retail investors. Serving worldwide commerce as an online brokerage, GDMFX is expanding globally, extending its services across the continents and consequently enabling traders around the world to trade their various financial services. The financial securities offered by GDMFX include Forex, precious metals, energy and commodities. With more than 20 years combined experience in financial markets, GDMFX is committed to provide clients a satisfactory experience by providing efficient and professional customer service while offering competitive pricing that is only available at interbank level. Recently in London to receive our award, Kirill Tsenkov, Deputy Development Director GDMFX from Global Banking and Finance Noel O'Leary and Jessica McManigan.
So welcome to London. Thank you so much for coming to talk to us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
And congratulations on winning the award as well. It's excellent.
Yes, well, we're all very happy and very excited about that. And once again, I can only say thank you.
Okay, let's talk a bit more about GDMFX if we may. First, obvious question, what would you say distinguishes your organisation from other traders within the Asia-Pacific region?
Well, I would always say that that's my favorite question. It's the personal touch. Let me put it like this. We do have a very significant number of clients in the Asia-Pacific region. And we take great pride in saying that we know the story of every single one of our clients, and every single one of our clients' accounts is customized according to his needs or her needs. So by all means, we do take the time to understand what our traders need in order to feel comfortable. And this is one of the major things that sets us apart. I should definitely say that when the company was first founded, and not so long ago, it was founded by young traders, young like myself, people who knew what they didn't like, what they liked in the brokerages they worked with, people who had a lot of connections with trading groups around the globe and mostly in Asia. And as you might imagine, in the beginning, in those first days, the company had to start with a very high standard because it started with experienced traders, people who are not afraid to call you and to voice their concern, to say I'm not happy with this, I want an explanation now, or I want to change now. And we just we sort of continued in that mode ever since.
And it's worked well for you, obviously.
Oh yes, by all means. We are quite happy that our clients are happy, and we are quite happy that we're not a faceless organization. I mean, our clients can always call us. They are invited to do so. They actually do it all the time. They can always call us. They can always ask any question, and we're there to help and to customize. Why not?
I was going to take that a stage further, if I may. How do you actually go about ensuring support for your customers? Obviously, it's a very competitive market. So what do you do to go the extra mile, as it were?
Well, that's where the magic happens. As I said, a company founded by traders, for traders. Every single one of our employees actually does or has traded at some point. They know what Forex is, and as I just said, they know what they liked about a brokerage or what they didn't like about a brokerage. So we are very, very selective in our customer support agents. We don't have a junior guy and a senior guy like most companies do. All of our guys are extremely experienced, and all of our guys can solve any problem, being it a small one or being it something extremely complex. I should say this is one way that we ensure great support, because it's not only your average brand new beginner trader that would ask for support. Maybe you would get a partner, major partner, let's say an introducing broker who has quite the know-how, who would ask a very specific thing to be resolved, sometimes very frequently in a short time frame. So in order to ensure that, we need to make sure that the guy who's on watch this day is perfectly qualified to do so. And this is where we invest the most.
Okay, so you certainly have to look at flexibility. Let's look at the foreign exchange markets, if we may, because I think that there's been quite a few changes there over the years. How would you say that the foreign exchange market has changed?
Well, it is changing dramatically. It is the kind of a market that never sleeps, and as I like to say, and as we all experience every now and then, it's always capable of shocking people. Let's take a look at the Swiss franc, for example. The industry itself, the Forex market industry, has developed tremendously over the years. It is the fastest growing and fastest developing industry in the world, I should say. Most notably, the trading costs have been reduced dramatically, and all those trading limitations, like, for example, margin requirements, or let's say leverage limits in terms of maximal allowed leverage. Those are things that are pushed all the time. Now we have higher limits than we've ever had before, lower minimal deposit requirements than we've ever had before. It is an industry that is getting more and more flexible. For example, a decade or so ago, you would have to use one, maybe two means of depositing funds into your account. Right now, there are dozens of them, and new popping up every day. It's easier than buying a tube ticket, I would say. And this is one of the things that's changed, that's developed a lot over the past years. I cannot say that I agree with it 100%. For example, the reduction of trading costs. I don't think that's the most important thing. And if I may, let me tell you a story. Myself and our chief account executive, we were just visiting France yesterday, Paris, and on the airport, on Charles de Gaulle, on the way back, we were trying to check in, and I don't see the check-in, the nice check-in girls, and I'm asking my colleague Martin, what are we supposed to do now? Because as you know, I'm originally from Bulgaria, and we're used to the human touch there. He says you're supposed to use this machine. It's self-check-in. You go there and you use the machine. The thought that came through my mind at that point in time was, okay, maybe very soon they'll ask me to fly myself. So yeah, you know, it's logical. You do realize that in order to drive costs down, they've had to adjust a few things to be more cost effective. But at the end of the day, most of us, or some of us, I should say, prefer professional to help them. So it's not only about lower costs, it's also about the person.
Yes. And the danger is that technology, as much as it's changed the Forex market, it actually, in a way, is almost remote as well. Dealing with real people can actually be a plus factor.
Yes, exactly. By all means. I mean, nowadays the infrastructure of a Forex broker is so interactive that the client can practically do anything online by himself or by herself, which is a great thing. But every now and then you would get in a situation where you actually do need a professional's help. You do need someone to help you sort out the situation. And what happens if you don't know who to call? I don't think this makes a trader feel comfortable. I do not think a trader will be happy in a situation like this. I think he or she will get frustrated. And when you draw the line, you know, the bottom line is, if a trader decides to leave a brokerage because he or she is not happy, low trading costs are not really part of the consideration at that stage.
Understood. Looking at traders themselves, what would you say the opportunities were for them in the Asia-Pacific region? What sort of chances and interesting possibilities do they have now?
The opportunities are, as always, you know, countless and amazing. Not even going to touch the market at this stage. What I would just say is that, unlike very mature markets like London, for example, the oldest financial market in the world, in the Asia-Pacific region, you don't have the over-competition. You don't have so many traders. You have a lot of very talented people. Some of our best traders, I should say the best traders that we have with our company, are from the Asia region. Those people are very talented and they have a huge potential, and they're just starting. I mean, they're just opening the door to the opportunities that the Forex market presents. And at this stage, I do feel that the different partnership opportunities, for example, introducing brokers, money managers, all the opportunities that social trading now provides, those are the areas where I would look right now for a booming development in the Asia region, because there's so many people who are just opening up to this market. And as we know, in the Forex industry, most of the new traders reach a brokerage through an introducing broker. So by all means, this is where the opportunity lies in the Asia Pacific region right now.
So lots of opportunities, but always, of course, lots of danger. What are the pitfalls that some traders fall into and they should be aware of?
Well, and we get to that question now. At this stage, I would repeat the golden rule, which is don't cut your profits and run your losses. Sadly, it's been quite a while since this rule has been repeated and repeated over and over again, but people still do hit their margin call, or they do hit their stop out level due to overexposure and improper risk management. And it's I'm not sure if I should be saying, but it's not rocket science to manage your exposure. There are quite a lot of tutorials online that one can turn to in order to see how not to overbuy or oversell in a position, and obviously do something that would cost his or her entire account. Now, there are newer things to be careful about. For example, automated trading, social trading. People tend to get overexcited. Recently, it became popular to buy an expert advisor, trading software, just like that. Buy it off the internet, buy it online, and start using it. And I've heard quite large amounts asked for such software. And at the end of the day, this is something which you don't understand how it works, because the mechanics of it are locked inside. You don't know how this works. And there is a very major rule that if you don't understand how something works, you shouldn't really mess with it. You shouldn't put your money on it. So my advice at this stage would be to be very selective, very careful if you are planning to entrust your money or on a money manager or on a signal provider via social trading, or if you're considering to buy an expert advisor, make sure you understand how that works and why that works. And if it makes sense to you, if it seems logical to you, then you can trust your intelligence to do the right thing.
It's excellent, because you've pointed out one or two of the dangers and one or two suggestions there. I was going to come on to training itself. How important is it, do you think, for traders to get training and education in this particular business that we're talking about?
Oh, it's paramount. And let me tell you why. Basically, it's an ever-changing market, and as I just said, it never ceases to be able to shock us. We do have a saying in GDMFX: it normally takes 6 months for something dramatic to happen that no one is expecting. Once every 6 months. Of course, that's not scientific. It's just saying. But the bottom line is, we never should stop learning and developing ourselves. We live in an age where new technology is discovered daily and introduced to the market daily. So we should always be open-minded, and we should never get too comfortable with what we think we know, because that's when a huge